interviewing me for a warm tale to bring you calm and restful dreams. Akalfa and Peony, the radiance of friendship. This story is about a girl named Akalifa and a chipmunk named Peony who discover the magical radiance of friendship. In a forest kissed by the morning sun, a girl named Akalifa wandered with a curious spirit. Her golden hair gleamed like threads of sunshine, illuminating the path she walked. One day, as she meandered near a sparkling brook, she noticed a little chipmunk with fur that glittered like tiny stars. Akalifa approached the chipmunk gently and learned that his name was Peony. Peony had a small home under the roots of an old oak tree, but was feeling quite lonely. Akalti and Peony quickly became friends, spending most of their days exploring the forest together. They discovered hidden waterfalls, fields of flowers that danced in the breeze, and ancient trees that whispered secrets from centuries past. Each day, their bond grew stronger. One bright afternoon, they came across the cave shrouded in mystery. Curiosity piqued, they decided to enter. Inside, the cave was dark, yet radiant crystals lined the walls, casting a magical glow. Akalfa and Peony marveled at the crystals' beauty, each one sparkling with a different hue. Peony, with his keen eyes, noticed a particularly brilliant crystal deep within the cave. This crystal, he believed, held a special power. They approached it cautiously and found it pulsed with a warmth that felt comforting. As they touched it together, they felt a surge of joyous energy. The cave seemed to respond to their touch, becoming brighter and more luminous. This is the radiance of friendship, an ancient voice echoed through the cave. When hearts are pure and united, they can light up the darkest places. Akalifa and Peony felt the truth of these words resonating within them. They promised each other to always cherish and support one another. From that day on, their adventures were filled with even more wonder and joy. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could face any challenge. The bond they shared became their greatest treasure, a radiant light, guiding them always. Another gentle journey awaits. The growth of art and geranium. This story is about the friendship and growth of a young girl named Orchid and her fairy friend Geranium, symbolized through nurturing a tree together. In a quaint village surrounded by lush greenery, lived a young girl named Orchid. She had a heartfelt connection with nature, often spending her days wandering through the meadows and forests. Her best friend was an enchanting fairy named Geranium, who resided within a beautiful ancient oak tree. Geranium's wings sparkled like dew at dawn, and her laughter chimed like the sweetest melody. One day, Orchid found a sapling in the forest that was struggling to grow. It was a delicate young tree, its leaves pale and roots barely touching the rich soil. Orchid's heart ached for the sapling, and she decided to care for it. Each day, she would bring water from the clear stream and sprinkle it gently on the roots. Geranium, with her magical powers, would flutter above, casting warming spells to shield the sapling from cold nights. Slowly, the sapling began to show signs of growth. Orchid's dedication and Geranium's magic worked hand in hand, and the young tree started to flourish. Its leaves turned vibrant green, and its roots delved deep into the earth. Orchid and Geranium watched with awe and joy as each new bud emerged with the promise of a beautiful tomorrow. Seasons changed, and the tree grew tall and strong, becoming a symbol of their friendship and perseverance. It provided shade and shelter for many creatures in the forest. Birds sang from its branches, and the forest felt more alive than ever. Orchid and Geranium's bond deepened as they tended to the tree together, learning valuable lessons about patience, care, and love. The tree became a magical haven where the two friends shared their dreams, fears, and hopes. As years passed, orchid grew from a little girl into a wise and kind-hearted woman, with geranium always by her side. They realized that the growth of the tree mirrored their own growth in life. The ancient oak tree, once merely a struggling sapling, stood as a testament to their unwavering friendship and their journey for the seasons of life. And so, under the canopy of their beloved tree, orchid and geranium continued to nurture their world, finding new adventures and joys with each passing day. Let's just move gently to the next story. Sedge and Clover, A Tale of Family. This story is about Sedge, a young boy who finds a true family with a wise phoenix named Clover. Sedge had always believed in magic. Growing up in a quaint village surrounded by ancient trees, he often wandered into the forest, hoping to find something extraordinary. One day, as the golden rays of the sun filtered through the foliage, Sedge stumbled upon a majestic phoenix named Clover. Clover's feathers shimmered in a brilliant ray of colors, and her eyes sparkled with wisdom. The phoenix had been observing Sedge for a while, and sensed the boy's kind heart. "Would you like to join me on a journey?" Clover asked, in a melodious voice. Sedge nodded eagerly, unable to believe his luck. The journey took them through enchanted forests, over mountains that touched the sky and across endless oceans. Along the way, they met various creatures, each teaching Sedge valuable lessons about courage, kindness, and the importance of family. One evening, they arrived at a hidden sanctuary, where extraordinary beings lived in harmony. Among them were families of all kinds, united by love and respect. Clover and Sedge were welcomed warmly, and the boy felt a sense of belonging he had never experienced before. Over time, Clover became like a mother to Sedge, guiding him with wisdom and showering him with love. They spent their days exploring, learning and growing together. As Sedge cherished every moment, knowing he had found his true family in an unexpected place. As the years passed, Sedge grew into a wise and kind young man. Clover's lessons and love had shaped him into someone who understood the true essence of family, not just by blood, but by the bonds of the heart. Eventually, it was time for Sedge to return to his village. With a heavy heart, he bade farewell to Clover, who showed him they would always be connected. "Family is forever," she reminded him. Sedge returned home, carrying the warmth of Clover's love in his heart. He shared his newfound wisdom with his village, and it flourished with the values of kindness, courage, and unity. Though Sedge and Clover were miles apart, their bond remained unbroken. Sedge knew that true family could be found in the most magical and unexpected places, as long as love guides the way. Here's another peaceful story for tonight. Heather and Clover's Cheerful Journey. This story is about Heather and her unlikely friendship with a spider named Clover, as they discover the power of bringing chi into each other's lives. Heather lived in a little cottage at the edge of an enchanted forest, where flowers bloomed year-round, and the air always smelled sweet. One crisp autumn day, as the leaves turned golden, she found a small spider named Clover spinning an intricate web among the daisy bushes. At first, Heather felt a shiver run down her spine, but Clover spoke with such a tiny, friendly voice that she couldn't help but be charmed. "Hello there," Clover greeted, her silk-like voice barely above a whisper. "Femalam is Clover. I hope you don't mind my web here. I'm just passing through," Heather, smiling warmly, replied. "Hello Clover, I'm Heather. Your web is beautiful. It's like a piece of art. You can stay as long as you like." From that day on, Heather and Clover became the unlikeliest friends. They spent many sunny afternoons together in the garden, either tending to her flowers, while Clover wove delicate patterns that glistened in the sunlight. Clover's webs captured more than just the dew. They seemed to catch the light and turn it into a kaleidoscope of colors. Whenever Heather felt lonely, Clover would tell her stories of distant lands and forgotten times, filling the air with wonder. One blue morning, Heather woke up feeling particularly sad. Rain softly drummed against her window, and the sky was a blanket of gray. She sighed as she sipped her tea, but then she noticed intricate words spun into Clover's web. For Heather, it brought tears to her eyes, not from sorrow but from the overwhelming cheer those delicate words brought her heart. She went out into the garden, and there was Clover, busily spinning. "Thank you, Clover," Heather said, her voice choked with emotion. "You truly are a wonderful friend." Clover paused her work and looked up with eyes twinkling like tiny stars. "Heather, sometimes a little cheer is all we need, even if it comes from a small spider like me." Heather nodded, feeling warmth spread through her chest. She spent that entire rainy day conjuring tiny flower garlands and decorating Clover's web with them. By the time the sky cleared, the garden was a testament to their friendship, bursting with even more beauty and color. That night, Heather and Clover sat together under the twinkling stars, feeling a sense of peace and joy that only true friends can know. "Thank you for being in my life, Clover," Heather said softly. "And thank you for making it so much brighter." Clover responded with a gentle laugh. "As long as we cipher together, Heather, there will always be cheer." And with that promise, they both drifted off to sleep, dreaming of many more cheerful days ahead. May you wake up refreshed and renewed. Good night.